No, bring him on.
Okay.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise to speak in this urgent debate this afternoon, and I want to take the opportunity at the outset to acknowledge again, so I've had the opportunity to speak on this topic before, the survivors, Madam Speaker, and the hurt and the pain that they've experienced, and their justifiable desire to see this appropriately acknowledged by this House. And money doesn't solve all things, but certainly it is an important part of the redress process. And this government, Mr Speaker, has committed the single biggest investment in this pre-budget announcement recently given for redress in this country's history. So that is the single biggest investment for redress in this country's history, $774 million, Mr Speaker. I note the concerns that are being addressed and have been raised in response to this urgent debate, which is the concern that there isn't a independent organisation that's responsible for that redress system and the redress payments. But the government was faced with a difficult choice, Mr Speaker. Does the government spend more time and money on setting up a new scheme, or does it provide more to survivors now through the current process? And that's through the current redress process. And the decision of the government, Mr Speaker, was to ensure that as much of that $774 million that is going to go towards redress would go directly towards those affected, rather than spending that additional money and time on setting up an independent process. Now, I do note that was the survivors' concerns were carefully taken into consideration. The survivors' concerns that trust and confidence in redress is certainly integral to ensuring a positive claim resolution. And concerns of the survivors that the state claims process would be managed by the same institutions that were responsible or had agreed care responsibility for survivors, which the Royal Commission found had contributed to low trust regarding the integrity of claims outcomes. So to address that concern, Mr Speaker, there will be a process for an independent review of claims if survivors are unhappy with the decision and the redress payment that is being offered. So that is an important component of this to ensure there is an additional mechanism to address concerns if survivors have those about the way that the system is interacting with them. I would note, Mr Speaker, that this $774 million package includes increasing the average redress payments for new claims from $19,180 to $30,000. So it's a significant increase in the average redress payments for new claims that this package enables. And that is part of making sure that this additional money can go to survivors through this. It's also providing for higher payments for the survivors who experience the most egregious abuse, providing top-up payments of 50% to survivors who have already settled claims to ensure consistency with increased payments for new claims. And is introducing a common payments framework so that survivors receive the same financial redress for similar experiences of abuse, regardless of where in state care that abuse occurred. There's also increasing the system capacity, Mr Speaker, to process claims from 1,350 to 2,150 per year from 2027 to reduce wait times for current claimants, because the government recognises that time is moving and the government wishes the time to move quickly to get those payments to survivors. It's also implementing a seamless service so that survivors with claims with multiple agencies have those claims managed by one point of contact. And it's introducing a single entry point for survivors wanting to register new claims, as well as what I mentioned before, introducing an independent review. An independent review is important for people who are unhappy with the redress offer, and there's also funding for redress agencies to provide survivors with access, supports and services. I would also note, Mr Speaker, that a real concern of survivors is around ensuring that there's a prevention, identification and response to any abuse in the future to try to stop this from happening again. And so this package also includes investments in the wider care system over the next 4 years, including such things as $71.5 million to build a capable and safe care workforce for children and vulnerable adults, and over $50 million to make mental health inpatient units safer and improve privacy and dignity for patients. And there's more, but I run out of time, but this is a very good package, Mr Speaker.
The time for this debate has expired.
Yeah, hold your horses, Greg. I haven't expired yet, not on this topic. So, all right. So, it's, again, I'm just getting sick and tired of rich people standing up saying money doesn't solve things. Well, hey, bro, I've got news for you. You know what money can do? It can buy shit like therapy and help survivors live the lives that they were denied, by the state. And speaking of money, why are we wasting the money that could go towards victims of abuse, state abuse? Why are we wasting that money on things like boot camps and private prisons, things that are going to carry on the trajectory of state abuse? And why are we doing dumb shit like trying to get rid of Section 7AA that reduced the number of kids going into state care? Why are we saying sorry when we're doing the same dumb shit that resulted in this outcome?
Yeah, exactly. But what do you expect?
They're just saying at this point, they might as well just be saying at this point, sorry, we got caught. So just the only one that I think has a genuine apology out of all of that I just heard was probably from Erica. Everyone else is just like, well, system's not perfect. Nothing we can do. Teehee, need to spend money on buying secondhand helicopters and plastic, fucking melted plastic lunches and charter schools that no one wants and a treaty principles bill to nowhere. It's like, it's just like, fuck.
Yeah. Okay.